Hey, welcome. In this video I will paint these mountains here in Switzerland in gouache, and later go to the creek and paint the waterfall, and I'll walk you through the process. So I start off by drawing a square just by using the backside of my sketchbook. And my sketchbook has this leather surface, so I can take the water. I have this small water spray bottle. So I wet the paper so it doesn't bend as much when I apply the paint. And I just start by doing a rough sketch with this is a fixed pencil, it's a 2mm mechanical pencil. And when I've done the basic sketch, I apply some sky color, and I just start like getting a feel of, is this color too dark, is it too warm compared to the others? So this is the test phase, to see how light I want the sky to be and how blue is the reflections on the snow on the mountains. So in this initial phase, I like to take my time and just test different colors, and don't worry too much about the placement or the details or anything. It's just to get to know the motif. And there's this thing I'm trying to accomplish and I'm testing out with this painting. It's called atmospheric perspective, and it's basically the atmosphere is filled with tiny like particles, water particles, and the light from the sun is I think it's the shortest wavelength we can see is the blue one, and that is, it hits the atmosphere, and it gets like spread out in every different direction. So the further you get away from the viewer, the more blue anything becomes. And that is why the sky is blue to us, and the mountains in the distance are more blue than the ones closer to you. And yeah, the same thing is causing the yellow colors to disappear gradually. So if you have like grass in front of you, it's as green and I guess yellow as you can see here in the background. But the furthest patches of grass way out in the distance, they're almost blue. So it's a thing to keep in mind when you're trying to simulate or like give the illusion of depth. Really play with this blue and yellow relationship. So here I'm just blocking in some snow. The whole up until now I've used a really thick I think it's like 1 centimeter brush, and now I'm moving into a smaller brush, a finer one, to add some more detail. And I've waited all this time to plug in the lightest, the white, and now also the darkest dark. So I like to fill out the whole painting, and then now it's done. So I wait till the last point to add the whitest points and the darkest points. Moving the tape to get this nice edge. This is the scanned version. You can see the subtle color variations in the background there. A little time lapse of the mountains. So after this painting, I chose to take a walk and try to find some interesting things to paint and draw. And I found this creek, this river, and decided to use the water from the river to paint with. So it's always like bit difficult to find a spot to sit on, is especially in this moist area. I was super wet in my shorts, and you see the stick pointing in my back. But the sound and the whole atmosphere is really meditative in a way. It's really powerful for me. If you can say that, it's really it's intense and relaxing at the same time, because you're super alert. There's so many sounds going on, and at the same time I have to really take in the colors. And yeah, I like the challenge of painting on location and working. I'm even like trying to keep this painting at an angle so you can see it in the camera. That's another level of difficulty, but I like to challenge myself. It's way easier to paint from a photo, but it's really nice to challenge yourself and paint from life, I feel, because you take in light and nuances in colors in a different way. I feel I focus more on color relationships than details. If I paint from a photo, I have a tendency to focus too much on the details and try to perfect the painting. But here it's like I'm more loose, and I'm taking the whole scene in, and the whole. It's actually also a really nice memory to have. I can almost hear and smell the whole area when I see the painting, so that's another bonus. Yeah,